me. Well, I'm sorry, but I...
Get off the phone.
Excuse me, please. I have to hang up. Yes, goodbye.
Will you get your coat, please?
Honey, what's going on?
I do this myself, but I can't. You're going to have to stop them.
Will you please make some sense and tell me what's happening?
Wendy, Warren and Wendy, they're getting married today.
Today?
This is Miss Wilkins, Henry. Oh. She and her fiancé will be our 3 o'clock.
Well, how do you do?
Oh, very nice to meet you. Yes, my fiancé will be here after a business meeting.
Well, just as long as he makes it by 3. You see, we have a full house today, and you're our first customer, and so it's important to get off on the right foot, time-wise.
Oh, don't worry, Your Honor. He'll be here on time.
Just call me Mr. Fetters. You see, a justice of the peace isn't the same as a judge.
Oh, I'm sorry. Of course it isn't. I don't know what I was thinking of.
You're probably just a little nervous. It's a big day.
No, actually, I'm not nervous at all. This is something I've wanted for a very long time. And now I can be sure that nothing is going to get in our way.
McCleary. No hard feelings. She wanted it. You must have known that.
No! McCleary! No.
Okay, Bowman. I want him arrested. You saw it.
Today, are you sure?
This afternoon at 2 o'clock, Kristen told me they're driving over to Maplewood to the Justice of the Peace.
Oh, no. There's nothing I can do about it.
What do you mean there's nothing you can do?
Brian, she doesn't even talk to me anymore. She left the house. When I went to see her at Warren, she wouldn't even speak to me. I can't stop her from doing anything, let alone getting married.
Well, somebody's got to stop her. If I had Warren Carter right now, I would make sure that he wouldn't make it to any wedding, but I can't.
Why not?
I've got to go to a hearing. Internal Affairs wants to see me about the Hawkins shooting.
You're not in trouble about that?
No trouble. It's all standard procedure, but I have to show my face. Look, will you drive over to the Justice of the Peace? Give it one last try, please. We can't let Wendy throw her life away.
Brian,
like this.
All right, I'll try.
All right, good. I'll talk to you right after the hearing. Hi, Susie. How are you?
What's he so upset about? Well, I guess you're going to have to know sooner or later. Warren and Wendy are getting married this afternoon.
Well, they didn't waste any time.
Brian's right. She has to be stopped. How? I don't know how, because she won't listen to me anymore. Susie.
Yes?
No, that's ridiculous. I can't ask you to do that.
You weren't about to ask me to talk to Wendy, were you?
You're the only person who knows what it's like to be married to Warren Carter.
Stephanie, my experience doesn't mean anything to Wendy. She is so sure it's going to be different for her.
But
maybe
it's not going to be different. It's not at all, because look who we're dealing with. It's Warren Carter. He doesn't love anybody but himself, and you know it.
Then maybe Wendy will have to find out the hard way.
Oh, honey, she's already been through so much. I know you don't believe this. She has suffered.
Stephanie, there's nothing I can do. Too much has happened. Wendy won't listen to me.
Well, I guess you're right. Then there's nothing we can do.
There you go. Thank you. Now, what kind of money are you asking for?
You want to invest in my sports complex. You haven't even come up with your end of the land deal yet.
One has nothing to do with the other.
You ever heard of good faith, Carter? Have you? You started mentioning the land for my hotel months ago. Months. All I ever hear is somehow we never get around to discussing the actual sale.
Mr. Kendall, you've been in this business a long time. If anybody understands unexpected delays, it's you. This land deal's taking a little longer than I thought, but don't think for a minute that I'm giving up on it. I'm going to have that purchase for you, just the way I promised. In the meantime, I'm not going to let a sweet deal like this one slip through my fingers.
I learned my lesson with you, friend. And learned it very know. I don't talk deal until I see your cash. Not hear about it. See it. Hold it in my hot little hand.
Do you want to see money? Here's your good faith, Mr. Kendall. My entire net worth. Take it.
What's this?
That's my half of the club. Ethan and I own 50%. It's a pretty tidy sum. I'm willing to put that whole thing down as collateral, the entire amount.
Well, I still don't know if I want you involved in this thing.
Oh, come on, Kendall. We talk exactly the same language.
Fritz, there's two guys over there in the suits. I know one of them's Warren Carter. Who's the other guy?
You have been away. That's Lloyd Kendall. Your brother's boss owns the Henderson Herald.
I'm through talking, Kendall. I'm ready to move on it. How much more proof do you need?
Well, what's stopping you, Bowman? That was a clear case of assault.
Assault? What assault? I didn't see anything.
What is this? Don't kid yourself, McCleary. I don't care if every cop in this town is your best friend. That's not going to stop what's going to happen when this case hits trial.
When this case goes to trial, you're going to be behind bars, and that doesn't come close to what you deserve.
Hey, Sonny's got nothing on me. If you can't face that, fine. But those are the facts, and that's all the jury cares about, McCleary. Facts.
You know, if somebody else had been here, he could have had them press charges. You better watch yourself, Hogan.
I know. All right, it won't happen again.
Well, it better not. Look, I can understand you wanted to take a shot at this guy, but you do something like this again, and you can hurt Miss Adams' case pretty bad.
Hi.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't mean to come busting in
Oh,
like that.
no, it's all right. You just opened the door when I wasn't expecting it. That's all it seems to take these days.
Well, I can understand that.
Well, please sit down. It's your office, too, remember?
Well, it hasn't seemed much like it since you've been gone. It's good to see you back in that chair, Sunshine.
Thanks. It's good to be here.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. What do you mean?
Well, it's just that I didn't expect to see you back at work so soon. There's no need to push yourself, you know.
I'm not. This office seems to be the only place where I really feel like I can get back at the piece of me that I remember. The me that was happy, busy, confident. Didn't jump every time the door opened.
I guess concentrating on your work will help.
Oh, it's not just the work. Being in this office makes me feel relatively safe. Less prone to remembering things that I want to forget. I wonder how long it'll be before I can face my apartment again.
Well, give it as much time as it takes. You know that you can stay with friends as long as you want.
Yeah. Oh, Liza's been wonderful. Everyone has. I don't know what I would have done without your family that first day. Thank you so much.
Well, there was so much more that I wanted to do. I still do. I just don't know what it is.
You know what you can do? Treat me the way that you used to. Make me laugh, fight with me. Call me a jerk.
Okay, the next time you're a jerk, I won't hold back. I'll let you have it.
Oh, you're holding back now. Everyone is. I don't blame you. I wouldn't know what to say either. I'm the same person. I really am. I'm in there somewhere.
I know you are.
Good. Maybe if you believe it, I will too. All right, McCleary, let's get back to work. It's not going to be the same in here until I hear your typewriter chugging along with mine.
I wasn't aware that the club was worth this much money.
Wasn't where we started, but I turned it around. Well, even Martin Turner will tell you that. Now I want to use this to move on to bigger and better things. What do you say, Kendall?
Well, with this as a deposit, non-refundable, you can consider yourself a prime investor.
I don't think we're going to regret this. I told you before that you and I could really do things in this town. I think the sports complex is only the beginning.
And I told you that I was not interested in a partnership. You come up with the rest of the money. You can consider yourself an investor, but you will have nothing to do with the decision-making process. Nothing at all. You'll just sit back and collect your share of the profits.
Can't argue with that. We'll work out the fine points later. I've got to get going myself.
All right, back to the club?
No, I have a much more pressing engagement. Getting married today. Talk to you later.
Fritz.
Hey, Mr. Kendall.
Hi, Susie.
Hi. Do you mind? I would like to sit down.
After I give you a chance to congratulate me.
For what?
Wendy and I are going to make it official today. We're getting married. She's going to become the new Mrs. Carter.
So I've heard.
You want me to send her your best wishes?
Nobody's best wishes can help Wendy now. She's making a mistake she'll regret the rest of her life.
Sounds like sour grapes to me, Suze.
How can anybody have such a shallow view of life? You think people are disposable? What is Wendy supposed to do when she finds out there's another new Mrs. Carter?
I just hope she doesn't become bitter. I hate to see how it distorts a pretty girl's features.
May I join you?
Oh, I guess so. I didn't see you when I came in.
I was here.
Then you must have seen Warren.
I don't know what he said, but I know it wasn't good.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Let's just forget about it.
Can you? Looks like the guy still gets to you.
Look, I'm fine if that's what you're worried about, so you can go back to your lunch or whatever.
I've already had lunch. I came over here because I wanted to talk to you.
What is there to talk about? And wasn't it just yesterday you were saying we had nothing in common?
I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
How did you mean it?
Susie, I know you're upset about what just happened with your ex-husband. I saw you sitting here alone, and I thought maybe a familiar face would make you feel better. If you want me to leave, just say so.
No. Thank you for trying to help.
Can I order you something?
Sure.
Fritz?
Yes?
I'd like a club sandwich and a glass of milk, please.
Daring.
Warren's getting married today to somebody who used to be my best friend.
Was that what he was just telling you? Well, no wonder you're upset.
Oh, well, it's no surprise. They've been having an affair right under my nose. They've both been lying to me constantly. I'm so sick of people who lie.
Is that aimed at me?
No.
Now, you know what they say, the coward's way out. But at least you know you don't have to listen to that anymore. You've got your divorce.
Yes. And my freedom. So I should start celebrating rather than be scared.
You should celebrate, yeah.
Maybe I'll start tomorrow night.
What's tomorrow night?
My Aunt Jo and Uncle Martin are having a party for me. It's sort of a belated birthday.
That's great.
It's going to be a big party, and I'm supposed to invite my friends. Do you fall in that category?
Friend? I hope so.
Then you're welcome to come. It starts about 8 at the Riverboat Restaurant.
That's great. I'm just not sure if I'll be able to make it.
Why not? You don't have to work, do you?
I don't know. I might. I'll see what I can do, though. I'll try to be there, okay?
I'd really like that.
Still not here?
Oh, no, he's not, but I know he'll be here any second, I promise.
Well, I'm afraid if he's not here soon, you may lose your place, dear.
Oh, no, please. Let's wait just a few more minutes, okay? We had our hearts set on getting married today.
All right. I'll tell my husband. A few more minutes.
Okay. Oh, Kristen, I thought you were Warren.
He's not here yet?
No, he had a business meeting, and he promised me he wouldn't be late.
I'm glad he is late, Wendy. Gives me one more chance.
No, Kristen, I don't want to hear any more of your advice, okay? Look, would I have gone through everything I've gone through if I didn't want this with all of my heart?
I know what you want. You've proven your love for Warren 1,000 times over, but that's not the point. Wendy, the point is, can he return any of that?
He loves me. Whatever he gives me will be enough. Kristen, we've never been happier than the last few weeks.
Well, sometimes marriage changes things. Especially with a man who likes excitement as much as Warren. Once that element of danger is gone, it seems like Warren has a hard time staying committed to things.
Well, I will keep lots of excitement going. Warren knows that. That's why he couldn't forget about me when I tried to break up with him. Oh, Kristen, come on, please. It's my wedding day. Accept it. Be happy for me.
I care about you, Wendy. I just want you to be sure that you're doing the right thing.
Oh, I don't understand where he is.
I'd say it was traffic, but I just drove down here and it's clear.
Oh, so you're thinking he backed out, are you? Well, he wouldn't do that. Kristen, this was his idea. He's the one that wanted to get married today. I didn't push him into it.
I didn't say that you did.
Well, then why isn't he here? I don't... Kristen, if he backs out on me now, I really don't think I could take it.
There's got to be some explanation. I tell you what, why don't we just go back to my place and wait?
Yeah. All right, I'll get my coat.
Now I take the exit 42 up to the Parkway and then take the exit 6 from Maplewood.
You going somewhere?
Yes, I am, and I'm in a hurry.
Don't. I know where you're heading, and it's a big mistake.
Hi, Hogan.
Hey, Fritz.
Miss Adamson?
You got a table for us?
Yeah, that one over there should be quiet for you.
Fine, thank you. Here, let me take the coat.
Thanks. Boy, he wasn't kidding about it being quiet in here. It's like a tomb all of a sudden.
It'll get back to normal in a minute. Can't these people see how rude they're being?
Didn't you know I'm notorious? I'm not just Sonny Adamson anymore. I am the rape case. They can go home and tell all their friends.
Ignore it.
Yeah, I guess I have to expect this.
So have you decided what you'd like?
Sunshine?
No, I seem to be having a little trouble concentrating.
Why don't you give us a few more minutes, all right?
Yeah, sure.
Son, are you all right?
No, I'm not all right. Let's get out of here.
You can't stop it. You must know that.
I have to try.
No, that's pointless. You're just opening yourself up to more rejection.
When it comes down to a choice between Wendy's future and suffering a little more rejection, then I have to take that chance.
Stephanie, don't you understand that Wendy's future is no longer in your hands, and it hasn't been for a long time?
I would love to get out of my daughter's life. It would make me very happy for her to make some decisions on her own, but she can't. And I love her, and I have to help her.
You can't stop it. It's too late.
Well, you saw me stop my own wedding, didn't you? And that had already started.
That was your wedding. I tried to stop it as a parent, and I couldn't.
Don't you lecture me on parental rights.
I'm trying to give you the benefit of my experience. I learned that from Michael, and it was real hard. And there's always the temptation to remove the obstacle to pave the way. He was blind. How could he make it without my help? Well, it wasn't until I let him go and let him fall that he learned how to get up and start over again. Well, maybe you're going to have to let Wendy fall this time. You can be there to pick her up and dust her off. But Stephanie, you got to stop planting yourself in her path every time you think she's making a wrong turn.
And now, by the power vested in me, I pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride. Congratulations to you both.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You're too late, Brian. She belongs to me now.
You! Too bad you can't stick around and have a little glass of rose wine, huh, Warren?
You set me up. The two of you. You set me up.